Welcome folks, welcome to another game of League of Legends. We have here Splice versus GAM, Gigabyte Marines. I think this is the fifth game of fifth group stage day, Worlds Championship 2019. In the jungle we have Qiyana versus Lee Sin. Now I know Qiyana has a lot of damage, and she's probably a little bit broken at this point, but it doesn't seem to me like she has a lot of tools in her kit, like Lee Sin or Elise maybe. So I'm really interested to see how Gigabyte Marines can exploit her. I'm fairly certain at some point she will develop a lot of damage, but until that point, okay, so she has the dash, and this is going to be a red for red. The map will be split. That's my impression. Now, knowing Lee Sin has to farm, Jinx, Thresh push the advantage pretty strong. And now he will come upon a word. Yes, he will. As they engage, there's the stun. There's Jinx firing a lot of damage. Alright. Making an appearance bottom side, Lee Sin signaled Qiyana that she can farm his jungle relaxed. And I think she was spotted. She's level 3. She was spotted. Lee Sin knows Qiyana is top. There's a big wave. And first kill. Right. Well, top side gank wasn't played as well as the bottom side. They both ended in kills. But both, I think, that were advantageous for Gigabyte Marines. So, yeah. Well read there from Lee Sin and pushing that advantage. They had a lot of CC with Nautilus. They had a lot of damage with Lee Sin and Kai'Sa, and of course Thresh, no potions, very squishy. Okay. Mountain Drake, 10 seconds. Lee Sin is going to... we can watch this again. Okay, so... right, Jace had the waves pushed. Qiyana showed herself top, so they knew this is going to be a 3v2 to the end. Okay? Thresh had full life. Now, maybe Splice thought they could fight that, and because the teleport was coming from Rize, Thresh go in and tried something. Oh. Gangplank came, but okay. There's another gank made. Yana. Oh. At least it goes down. What is happening this game? Gigabyte Marine Splice played so well the last game, and this one there was the rush top side that was probably because of Kiana. Probably. Now Lissin is invading. Kiana is in mid and she's retreating. I think Lissin knows he can push Kiana. Big wave coming top. Right, big wave coming top. Gangplank is in real trouble. And Gigabyte Marines get another kill, and I think they'll get a tower as well. 6 minutes into the game. 6 minutes into the game. There are a lot of plays going in on the favor of Kaiser. So Gigabyte Marines swap the lanes. Right. And I think they're going to swap again. No. No. Kaiser gonna remain top. Now Kiana equal in science with Lissin. They both have their first round of buffs up. Lissin's gonna make red. Kiana gonna make hers. Lissin bought upgraded his full jungle item. Okay, this is good. This is good. Kiana had to base as well. She secured her red buff first. Okay. Okay. So Kiana is not yet at the upgraded jungle item, so that's that. Lissin has 3 assists over her, so I think that's about a kill and a little bit of change. Maybe Kiana thinking Lissin was top. He cleared top side and there will be no mobs, and she came bottom side, probably for the dragon, understanding that Lissin is going to do his red and then base and then come bottom and try to make something here. Oh, sure. The dragon was started. Now Jace is missing and there's nowhere sight of Lissin, but Kaiser and Nautilus are pushing, so this is going to be a dragon. Alright, this is going to be a dragon. Man, this Lissin is doing work. I think he was present on all the lanes. Okay, so Fiora is going down. Okay. Pushing Rize out of play. That's 10 minutes into the game. Probably the second Usually the second buffs spawn at this time. Oh, sorry about that. And this is another play. Hey, Gigabyte Marines are on fire. Gigabyte's Marines are on fire. They're ahead with 2,000 gold lead at 10 minutes into the game. This is insane. Kiana's here for support. Protecting Rize as he was dishing a bit of damage to the middle turret. The red lanes have swapped once again. Fiora is going top. Kaizen, Nautilus are bottom once again. Now, there is Herald as an objective. Who will do the Herald? Who will do the Herald? Lissy is going top once again, as Gangplank is overextended once again, and she's going to die. And Gangplank is having a real a really tough time this game. The other game, the previous game they had, Splice had against FPX, Gangplanked. Vizjuchachi played Cho'Gath and he had a really good game. Probably he's a little bit tired and maybe kind of too relaxed at this point, getting killed like that several times. Right, and red team, understanding the next objective is the Herald. Lee Sin makes it, and they gonna push the top turrets, I think. Gangplank. And they're gonna exchange turret for turret. Yep, I think that's going to happen. There's damage, 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 damage. Nautilus dies, but Kiana pays for it. Kaiser dies as well, which is a good thing. And Jace gets a kill as well. This was a bloodbath. Everybody dying on every side. I think it was 2 for 3 in the end. Oh, and now 3 for 3 because Gangplank dies top. Now, who has the advantage? Certainly Gigabyte Marines. They got 2 turrets out of it. Splice barely made 1. 3,000 gold lead at 30 minutes into the game. At this point, well, let's say Splice manages to get the game long enough, to extend the game long enough. Do they have the means? Okay, we can watch this fight once again. And Kai'Sa is dishing a lot of damage to Kiana. So even though Kiana has a lot of damage, she doesn't seem to be and the burst damage from Jace. While Gangplank gets taking top. Okay, so as I was saying, late game. What Splice has? Does Gangplank with insane power late game? Critical battles are game changing. Does Kiana? I think she's kind of good late game. But definitely Rize is a powerhouse. And Jinx, strong pick as well. Although, we can see this. Oh, Kiana goes down. Great teleport from Fiona. Great teleport from Fiora. So kill is going again for Gigabyte Marines. Now two players stop. Can Splice do something about it? No, they cannot. Yana. Gangplank died. There is a strong possibility blue team's gonna lose mid turret as well. This is definitely a possibility. Now, Gangplank ultimate trying to delay the turret siege, and it succeeds. That is a good thing. Fiora is 2 levels ahead. Now 1v1 Fiora I think can pretty much smash everything. Possibly even Rize. Okay, 16 minutes into the game. What will happen now? The objective is middle turret. The objective is middle turret. Middle with bottom side focus. Fiora's gonna push the bottom turret. Now, there's the stun, there's the root. How beautiful Rize dodges that chase ball. So that's a kill. At this point, Fiora knows I'm free to push bottom. Blue jungle will stop. 2 players were mid, so Gangplank isn't enough to protect that turret. And Rize, of course, cannot manage to push alone the turret. But he has some free time, right? Until Jace responds, and of course Nautilus Kai'Sa showed themselves mid. Rize, I think, will just, yes, and it's a turret exchange. But a lot more harder. Okay, gold lead, maybe 3,500 gold lead. I was talking about the late game earlier. Now Fiora late game is one hell of a beast too. Front lines, no front line on the side of Splice. Maybe Nautilus can fare better than Thresh, so yeah. Good rotations. Splice gonna lose the middle turret as well. Okay, 2 4 4. Turret advantage for Gigabyte Marines. Jinx, I think she was spotted. Okay, Kiana is going to respond by taking the top buff. 20 minutes into the game. Okay, there is first one is 6, 12, 18. We put a minute delay on that. That is 7, 13, 19 for the second buffs. Infernal coming up. This would be the second Infernal for Gigabyte Marines. I think they are going to make it. Fiora has 2 base. I think she's gonna buy some items. Yeah, that's Trinity Force. Good splice. Contest that? I don't think so. They have no one on their side who can face check. So yeah. Okay, Kiana still farming. So clear done. Bottom side, well, was made by Gigabyte Marines. What else can happen? Okay, Plank was somewhat more careful there and tried to avoid the threat that Lee Sin is present was bringing. So okay, objective wise, there's Nashor. Now Gigabyte Marines certainly have the damage. And with the Vampiric Steel, with the Life Steal from Fiora, I think they can tank it and make it as they can. Okay, also Nashor is doing a lot of damage. That was a Nashor check. Okay, Fiora is pushing bottom. Jinx is going to push mid turret, and the Nashor is going down. This is going down at an alarming rate. This is a 4v4. And Gigabyte Marines understand they cannot handle both Nashor and routine. Now Kiana has a strange, being an assassin. Kiana has a little bit different feel in the jungle. You may well remain a jungler, but I'm not sure. Okay, so red team is back on the Nashor. They had the damage. They are confident in their damage. So two people Fiora. Okay. There's the damage. Oh, there's the kill from. This is a horrible fight. Oh, and this is almost painful. Oh, this was painful. Gigabyte Marines were doing so well. Oh, they were doing so well. And this, I think, brought Splice back in the game. This brought Splice back in the game. There's Gangplank slow. Kiana versus Fiora. There's the stopwatch, there's damage. And Thresh manages to live. Okay. Alright. We can see this once again. That's the crazy ultimate combination between Kiana and Jinx. And the Nasher still. Now, okay. Okay. Gigabyte Marines tested Nasher earlier. They knew they had the damage. But also that signaled, right? There were two tries before they failed on the third. Right? Those two tries signaled or communicated to the blue team their intention. And they knew blue team knew Nasher was a possibility. I think Gigabyte Marines gambled. They said maybe blue team do not take us seriously, but blue team did. Okay, so now they're ahead. I think 2,000 and something gold lead. That is a serious change from. Oh, and Rize. And listen, this game was strong as well. Right. Turret wise, things have become equal. Right, Fiora manages to escape, and she pulled a lot of resources there. Yana used her world. Gangplank used her world. Oh, objectives. What are the objectives standing? Obvious. Well, there's the top red turret, there's the bottom blue turret. And blue team is an advantage with one turret. They have the middle inner turret still standing. Okay, Okiana is coming from base. Listen, is going to make his camp, going to make the golems. Okay, coming from base. Kiana is going to go straight where? Just looking for camps. No more camps. Okay, so from 5,000 gold deficit, I managed to get a 2.5 gold lead. They lose it once again. So maybe Gigabyte Marines still have the game in their control. They made a mistake, and it seems they've recuperated, right? They nullified that. Okay, so Fiora is going down. Now, there's no Nasher, no Dragon, no turrets, no upper advantage. And this is bad. This is really bad for the red team. For red team. This is bad. Now Gangplank is looking for a flank. Yes, he is. And Jin's going to be spotted, but those are Another 2 kills for Splice. Something happened to the red team. I think that there was a psychological hit. Losing that Nasher was a gamble that hurt them more than it should have. This is the second dragon for Splice. Okay, there's an Infernal coming. I think this is going to be a good Infernal for, and it's a must-have. It's a must-have for Splice. If Gigabyte Marines get this Infernal, well, they'll still be standing strong in this game. Right. Yeah, first Infernal from Splice. This is a strong situation for Splice. Okay, this is going to be and the gang failed. Still, it gave them momentum to take the middle turret. Now Rize can push, but still is not enough. It's not enough. And the recalls were stopped. The damage is coming. The engage has happened, and 2 people die. Fiora dies. Rize takes an inhibitor, and at this point there is no one to defend the base. There's no one to defend the base. Kai'Sa and Lee Sin are in a real mess right now. And this was Rize with power empowered minions. Alright folks, thank you for watching. Alright, see you next time.